Let's do this!
Hi, I'm Tyler, and today I'm going to do my top 10 NES games. But before I get into it, I want you to know that I've only played so many NES games, and, you know, there's hundreds upon hundreds of them. So there's a fair number I haven't played, but there's also a fair number that I have played. So of the ones I have played, this is going to be my top 10. Number 10! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. A lot of people give it a hard time and say that it's an awful game, and of course AVGN did the review of it. And I understand the complaints, and I get where they're coming from, but it's actually a really fun game. It's very difficult, and I mean, you need some strategy, and you know, it may be unfair, but for me personally, it makes me want to keep playing it. And it makes me want to see how far I can get. Can I get to Shredder? Can I beat it? And it doesn't hurt that I'm a Turtles fan, so it checks in with the first spot on the list. Number 9. Faxanadu. It's an odd title, but it's a good game. It's very similar to Adventure of Link in that it's a side-scrolling adventure game with some RPG elements in terms of leveling up and special items. Basically, you're trying to save your hometown, and the king gives you a Kickstarter, and you equipped up and go out and face the evils of the world and save the day. And it's a lot of fun, and if you liked Adventure of Link, you'll definitely like this. Number 8. No surprise that Super Mario Bros. Shows up on this list. Everybody in the world has played Super Mario Brothers. It's one of the games I always used to play. I even had it for the Game Boy version I would play, and it's just classic. It's what brought back home console gaming, and I mean, without Mario, what would we have today? It's so much fun. It's very mainstream, obviously, but you can't deny its greatness. Number 7. Alright, for any of you who watch our videos, you know that we once did a review, let's play, whatever you want to call it, on Toki. And I might be a little bit biased with this one, but Toki is a fantastic side-scrolling platforming game. And it's special for me because it was the first video that Jacob and I did, and while the quality wasn't very good, it's something that we're still proud of that we actually started doing it. And I mean, it's just a simple, fun, enjoyable game. You can pick it up, you can play it. You don't have to, it's not like a Zelda where you have to really make a commitment to sit down and play it for a long period of time. And if you haven't played it, make sure you check it out. It's a lot of fun. Number 6. Number 6 for me is Adventure of Link. It's a lot of people think that it's the inferior title of the two on the NES, and yeah, that's true. But it's still a good game. Some people would disagree with that. Common complaints is that it's too different from the original. Well, had they released just the same thing again, people would have complained as well. Look at Super Mario Bros. 2, that's Doki Doki Panic, instead of the original one that was released in Japan, because they felt that people wouldn't want the same game. And this, as I referenced earlier, Faxanadu is very similar to this. It's got the side-scrolling action-adventure, dungeon crawling, leveling up, special items, spells galore. Awesome game. This is one you gotta spend some time on, and hope that the save file doesn't corrupt on you. Otherwise, you'll cry, like I did earlier today when I popped this in the NES. Number 5. Number 5 for me is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. It's the closest thing you'll get to an arcade Ninja Turtle game on the NES. It's just, I mean, it's a fantastic beat-em-up with the Ninja Turtles. What else can you want? I mean, you can play 2-player, and you can just play it for hours on end and get great enjoyment out of it. I've heard people actually say before that they prefer Manhattan Project to Turtles in Time. I haven't heard a lot of people say that, but I have heard it before. Number 4. Alright, so number 4 I have as a game that my grandmother used to own. It's Castlevania. This is one of the first games I ever played, actually. I would go over to her house. She had Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Castlevania, and Bad Dudes, and I think that was like it. And obviously this became one of my favorites, and the music in this is just so amazing. Konami did such a good job on it, and it's very difficult, but because it lets you keep trying over and over again, you don't want to stop. And if you can get to Dracula, first of all, congratulations for beating death. Second of all, good frickin' luck with Dracula, he's a bitch. But obviously it spawned a great franchise, and without this game, I think a lot of people would be pretty sad. Without Simon's Quest, I think we could live with that, but story for another day. Number 3, Contra. Best shooter of all time? Yeah, and everybody who plays Call of Duty just, like, yelled at the computer. I know, I don't care. But Contra, I mean, you just go and you shoot, spread gun, 2-player, Konami code if you want to, killing all kinds of enemy soldiers, there's aliens, there's... I mean, it's repetitive, but it's so good that it doesn't even matter. Like, one of my best friends from high school, every day that we hung out, he would be like, let's play Contra, or I would be like, alright, it's time to play Contra, and we'd spend like 2 hours or whatever and go through and just beat Contra, and just... It never gets old, which is quite a feat. Number 2. Number 2, it's kind of predictable, Legend of Zelda. We all love The Legend of Zelda, and this is what got it going. Top-down action-adventure little elf kid who listened to an old man and grabbed a sword because it was dangerous to go alone, and just collecting pieces of the Triforce to save a princess and defeat an evil pig wizard guy. Number 1. So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to figure out what my number 1 game is. Yeah, you were right, it's Super Mario Bros. 3. I realize this is everybody's either number 1 or number 2 game, and the other one is usually either Zelda or even Contra, but it's always number 1 for a reason. I mean, 8 worlds, the inclusion of Bowser's children in the battleships, the Tanuki suit, the Hammer Bros suit. I mean, even the water levels in this game weren't that bad, which is saying something because water levels always suck. Water Temple. And it's just a lot of fun, and like when I put this in earlier today to get footage from it, I found myself playing it a lot longer than I should have, and I kind of forgot what I was actually supposed to be doing, and yeah, love me some Super Mario Bros. 3. Alright guys, thank you for watching my top 10 NES games. Like I said before, I haven't played all of them, so if I missed one that should be in there, let me know so I can play it, and maybe down the road I can modify my top 10, because I'm always looking to find awesome games that I haven't played yet. And if you'd like to, go ahead and comment down below what your top 10 is, if you have one brewing in your brain right now, and I'm definitely curious to see what you have listed. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can get the newest updates on all our latest videos, and thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye. Speaking of wizard pigs, how about WizPig? My number 1 game on the NES is Diddy Kong right now.
Nice segue.
We're talking about wizard pigs. Big wizards.